Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Mordavia. I am Marcus Aurelius, and this is Quest for Glory 4, Shadows of Darkness. And as it was noted in my comments, don't think too hard about the title. Obviously, darkness doesn't have a shadow. Only an object which blocks light has a shadow. But again, let's not think too much about it. But we are back in Dr. Cranium's laboratory, and I have tried some things to try to make the volume situation a bit better. I'm testing something out here. I think if you adjust the volume down, it adjusts the music and sound volume, but doesn't adjust the voice volume. So if this works out, you should be able to hear the voices of the characters a lot more loudly around the surrounding music and sound. Hopefully that'll work out. But in the last episode, we had some copy protection issues. So let's see if we can't fix that.
Ah, yes. Alright,
stamina potions.
If you want to improve your stamina...
No, I want one, please.
As I mentioned, these solutions are very time-consuming.
Oh, I guess he's not going to give them to me today because he only can do them once a day, so I'll have to do the copy protection later. But I actually went and got the PDF manual, which came with the game that I bought on Steam, and copied down every single one of the recipes, which there are one for every letter of the alphabet. So what is that? I don't even know. But yeah, so I have them all. Anyway, we're going to leave with no potions.
Come back and visit again. Oh, and if you see Igor, please tell him I still need the fluid.
So it sounds pretty good to me. The voices sound pretty strong to me. You'll have to let me know what you think in the comments. So let's take a look here. What time is it? It's day 1, about midday.
This doorway leads to a private residence. You don't notice anything special there?
Okay.
You don't know...
Oh, oops. So that is the circuit of the town, basically. One thing I want to do is I want to practice my throwing. So I picked up some rocks earlier. Let's throw them at the scarecrow.
This is not a good place to practice throwing.
Oh, well. If you say so, Jonathan Rhys-Davies. Is this a good place to practice throwing? Yep. And I'm out of rocks. Let's get some more.
You grab a handful of rocks.
Don't be fooled, though, by the rocks that I got. I'm still Marcus from the block.
You grab a handful of rocks.
And as you can see, it's wearing down my stamina a little bit. But throwing is actually a really good skill to have for a fighting character, so a paladin or a fighter in this game, because you can throw things at the enemies before they engage you in melee combat.
You grab a handful of rocks.
Yes, we're rocking it. Alright, that's good. We've thrown down enough. Let's see if Alexei has anything new to tell us.
What now?
Ah, he is charming as ever. Rumors?
I have been hearing all sorts of stories about you lately. No one is certain what to make of you. Yet.
That's cool. I'm glad that people like me.
The Burgermeister was very fond of wild boar hunting in his youth. He still keeps a rack of spears in case any wild boars should wander into his office. A magnificent shield, flanked by 2 great axes, is the office's sole decoration.
Alright, cool. Let's get out of here.
Try to avoid getting into trouble. I would not like to have you in my jail, after all.
I would not like to be in your jail, after all. I don't want to get caught in town after dark, because I'm not quite ready for that yet. But I've already pretty much done everything one can do in town. I guess if I just keep an eye on the time here. All right. Oh, look at this.
A heavy gate blocks the way to the winding road. Far in the distance, you can see a majestic castle.
It does look really majestic.
Welcome to Moldavia. It's nice to have some fresh blood around here. We so seldom see strangers.
Yeah, you're not creepy at all, dude.
This heavy gate blocks access to the castle road. The gate makes you wait. Far in the distance, you can see a grim but majestic castle.
I mean, seriously, compared to the fact that there's nothing else in this entire valley but a little village, this giant edifice here with the mist and it's above the clouds, I mean, that's something else.
The gatekeeper is a gaunt, tired-looking man with deep-set eyes that stare intelligently at you.
I am Boris Stovich.
Hi.
This is the castle of the Boyars, the title of the rulers of Moldavia. It once belonged to the Borgov family for generations, but the last Borgov has been dead for many, many years.
I am very dramatic.
The heads of the Borgov family were the Boyars of Moldavia for ages. The last Borgov disappeared at the time of darkness. No one knows what became of him. It is bad luck to even speak of the time of darkness. Moldavia was a safe and lovely land before that time. Much has changed since then, and for the worse. Boyars are rather like barons of other lands. They own the castle and protect everyone within their domain.
Yeah, seems like they're doing a bang-up job.
I'm not certain who all lives in the castle. I so seldom see anyone from there. There's the master, of course. Then there's the strange foreigner. There's also the master's daughter, I believe, and some rather strange guards. Beyond that, I really can't say.
This guy doesn't take his job too seriously.
I haven't actually seen the daughter, but I know the master is quite proud of her. The master desires privacy, and I respect that wish. As I always say, the will of the master is the shall of the servant. I wrote that. He is an unpleasant sort, with a short beard and moustache, and a funny hat. He is rude when giving orders, and he has the habit of staring at a person and licking his lips. Most unsavory.
Huh.
I have only caught glimpses of them occasionally, but I don't think they are quite human. No matter. If a man does a good job, then whether he is a man does not matter.
This guy is the most chill guard ever. Like, yeah, I don't think they're human, but I get paid.
I am the gatekeeper of Borgov Castle. Is it not true that he who guards the gates is the keystone speaker?
This guy likes sayings.
This is the gate to Borgov Castle. You can see it in the distance behind here. I am here to make certain that only welcome guests may enter through here in the daytime. At night, this gate is guarded by huge necrotaurs, who make certain no one tries to enter without permission.
And you don't find that odd that this person can control necrotars. Okay.
The town of Mordavia is to the east of here. Turn to the east as you leave and continue until your way is blocked by rocks. Then turn north, and you will find the gates of the town.
All right, thanks, Boris. What time is it? We're still all right, I guess.
Goodbye, young man. May the fireplace be warm and the drink cold at your journey's end.
Now, honestly, though, if it's cold and you need a warm fireplace to warm up, then wouldn't you also want a warm drink? And if it's so hot that you need a cold drink, then what would be the purpose of a fire? Just wandering around the woods here.
You have a strange, disquieting feeling along with a sense of sorrow, longing, and unfulfilled desires as you near the lake. The briny lake seems to draw you towards it.
Hello there. Could you help me? This water is so cold and I need someone to help warm me.
All right. So not only has that given me my title card graphic for the episode, but also I have a story to tell you.
It is so cold here in the lake. Please, come and hold me and help me to be warm again.
Presuming I don't get interrupted. So, when I was playing this game, as I mentioned, I was very young. I was maybe 13 years old. And at the time...
It is so cold here in the lake. Please, come and hold me and help me to be warm again.
I'm sorry, she keeps interrupting. So that was the Rusalka that you read about in the Adventurers Guild. And I remember I was 13 years old when I was playing this game, and in my home, the only computer was in my parents' bedroom. And so they would, get ready for bed, they'd be watching TV, and I would be on the computer playing games. So imagine for a moment how embarrassing it is for, well, maybe not today, but many, many years ago when I was 13 years old. Kids were different then. And I'm here playing this game, having a good time, and all of a sudden, this naked woman comes up on the screen talking about how she's so cold and needs to be held. Oh man, I was mortified. I think at the time this scene actually came up, they weren't in the bedroom, but I just kept kind of like looking back behind me, like, let's get through this, let's get past this scene quick before they show up. Oh man. So that's the Rusalka. We're going to have to deal with her at some point. If you don't know the legend, Rusalka is like a Slavic spirit that is of a woman who was drowned. And so she spends her death, her afterlife, basically luring unsuspecting young men into the water and drowns them.
The hungry hunting hawk alertly searches for signs of game not already claimed by the forest monsters.
The hungry hunting hawk. That's some good alliteration there. And I think that is enough for today. Yeah, the sun's almost setting. All right. Hello, sir. I'm going to have some dinner.
Tonight, for your dining pleasure, it is the traditional Moldavian chicken paprikash, delicately seasoned with locally grown paprika and garlic.
Very good. Anything new? Rumors?
I do not gossip.
No, of course not. You know, we haven't checked out our room. Let's give it a look.
You unlock the door to your room and go in.
Okay.
The window opens out onto the back of the inn. A narrow ledge runs under it on the outside.
Interesting. Can I open it?
The townspeople have a poor opinion of people whom they see climbing out of windows and over roofs.
Yeah, but what about people who just want to open windows to get some fresh air?
It's a braided circular rug, apparently mass-produced.
Huh.
This large chest is a good place to store equipment you don't need to carry around with you.
I think I need everything at this moment.
The candle provides a supplementary light source to economize on lamp oil. The furnishings are sparse, but the bed isn't bad and the room seems pretty clean. Garlic braids festoon the room, adding that certain special ambiance of Gilroy in the spring to the room.
Huh. Alright, so it's not late enough, I guess, for me to sleep the whole night. Let's say 30 minutes?
After some rest, you feel better. After some rest, you feel better.
Okay, nighttime. Really? Alright, well, let's see what's downstairs.
The inhabitants of the inn eye you suspiciously. You get the feeling that you're not particularly welcome here.
Let's talk to them. Let's see what they're all about. Hello.
You know, we don't get many strangers here, now that the pass outside's been cut off.
He's right. We don't trust ones who come here by unknown means.
Yeah, particularly strangers we don't know.
We tend to be kinda suspicious of strangers, and I think I'm looking at one right now.
Yeah, that's why we made the sign that says strangers are unwelcome and unwanted.
Right. And in our own subtle way, we try to get across the fact that we don't like 'em very much.
Strangers bring bad luck.
Strangers bring trouble.
Actually, the last stranger brought a jester's hat and a staff, but we still don't trust him.
Anything else you want to know, stranger?
Wow, these guys ad-libbed quite a bit. If you noticed, the text matched hardly anything they said.
You know, there's another stranger in town besides you.
Oh, and let me tell you, he is very strange, okay?
Strange. The dude ain't even human.
No one knows how he got here or why he came.
No one knows where he goes during the day, or who he's trying to meet, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and he tells jokes. At least I think he does.
Yeah, he says he's a real jester.
He dresses like Sonny Bono.
And he acts like a gnome.
He is a gnome, Einstein.
Man, they keep breaking the fourth wall here. Sonny Bono, Einstein.
The town of Mordavia is a very safe place to be, gotta tell you.
Oh yeah, you got nothing to fear within the walls of the town.
Other than the old monastery.
Yeah, the old monastery. As long as you don't venture into the old monastery, you'll be safe as milk in this town.
Yeah, as long as you don't even think of getting near the old monastery, you're gonna be okay.
Did I, mention the monastery door?
Oh, yeah, right. The monastery door. Look, as long as you don't go near the monastery door...
In fact, nowhere near the monastery. Don't even think about it.
You'll be perfectly safe in the town of Mordavia.
Okay, so the monastery and the door to the monastery are not safe. Got it.
Hey, look.
There's nothing wrong with us.
Yeah, we're okay. We've been tested.
Well, to tell you the truth, I do feel a cold sore coming on.
Hey, Mordavian nights are dangerous.
Oh, he's right, you know. Nobody goes out at night, except my girlfriend, but she's working.
Her and a few ghosts, and revenants, a wraith, and vampire or two.
Hold it, put it in park. There are no vampires in Mordavia.
Vampires in Moldavia. Who ever heard of such nonsense?
I hate to burst your bubble, but my Uncle Fred was bitten by a vampire once.
Your Uncle Fred's alive and well and retired till Silmaria. Hello?
Yeah, I know him. He sends you a postcard every harvest time saying, "Where's my $20?"
Well, he had a miraculous recovery.
I don't know. I think they hired these 3 actors and they're like, hey, just try to make this funny. But I honestly think that they went a little too far. Like, the fact that it was so different from the writing, and I just didn't think they were that funny, truthfully.
You unlock the door to your room and go in. After some rest, you feel better.
Now, you can sleep for like the night until the morning, right? This is driving me kind of nuts. What is the problem here? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, well, I am not going to bore you. I'm going to try to get some sleep, and we'll start again tomorrow morning, where we will go out and, well, first we're going to get some healing potions, but then we're going to go out and explore more of the forest around Mordavia. So once again, I'm Marcus Aurelius. I'd like to thank you very much for watching. Have a good one.